I'm Ray Demski, action and adventure photographer and Nikon European Ambassador. The idea behind my project and how I came upon it kind of comes from my youth when I was training in boxing and many different martial arts. And I heard in quite a few different boxing gyms from the coaches about this place in Ghana that just produced many world champions, and nobody really knew why. So I was really curious about what was going on there. Going into it, I wanted to not just arrive and do a documentary project of the scene and so on, but to shoot the boxers there much as I would another top athlete and portray them more as heroes, more in a romantic light. So for the look of the images, a big part of the concept was to create my own light, or to bring my own light into it and really bring my own look. I mean, it's a big part of what I'm doing is I really want to create the image that I see in my mind. So one of my favorite shooting sessions was shooting the local hero, Bukom, probably the biggest personality in Bukom. He's a boxer who at the time before this fight, I believe had over 30 fights undefeated. They just have a big wooden arch where they hang a bag, and then during the training session, upwards of 70 or 80 people came to watch. And that was something that really captured me about the community there, is that the energy that came from these fans that just showed up to push him and drive him on to train harder. It was really great to see, all cheering and singing and making noise. The D850 was a really amazing camera to work with, and I was really excited to test it and work it and put it through its paces in this environment in Bukom. Having the dynamic range that it had really helped, because we were just there and we could not do so much with the environment to change it, but all the different conditions that we encountered, from full sunlight to these dark gyms or shooting at night, it just dealt with everything. For my lens selection, I brought my regular zooms and 24-70, which I'm using a lot. 7200 is always there as well, but I also had a full prime set. And I brought these for the fast apertures, so that in the cases that it was too dark and where I was not able to flash as much, I could have a fast 1.4 aperture or a 2 and know that everything would be sharp and crisp and beautiful. And I ended up at Bukom Banku's training session shooting at 8000 ISO at 1.4. So it was definitely necessary as well. And sometimes just working with a prime makes a different picture as well. Zoom with your feet, kind of. Makes you think a little bit more about the picture and get a little deeper into that individual image. I really found in the project that the respect that Nikon gives to the artist and the freedom of what I was able to do was really great. I went and did my dream project. I mean, this was incredible.